Hey, what's up, guys? Joel here with High Performance Human. I am so excited to show you this training simply because I get to nerd out a little bit and show you a behind the scenes look at how we took Tracy A, our client, to 25-pound drop of body fat within the span of 16 weeks. This is pretty awesome. Simply because I'm not just going to show you, hey, she came in at this weight and she left at this weight. Woo, we're awesome. I'm going to show you the exact step-by-step framework that we plugged her into that consistently sees drops anywhere from 20 pounds up in 16 weeks. I'm not only going to give you a high-level overview, I'm going to show you the nuts and bolts of how this actually works, so you can do this for yourself. So let's jump into this. How professional women 35 and up are dropping 20 pounds of body fat in 16 weeks and keeping it off permanently without going keto, paleo, or following a food restrictive diet. Now, before we get into this, close all your tabs. Put your phone on Do Not Disturb. Close Instagram. Close TikTok. Everything. And pay very close attention, because if you have a heart-pounding desire to step out of 20 pounds of body fat you feel is holding you back from fully experiencing the life you want to live, and you follow this formula, you'll be able to create similar results for yourself in a very short time period. Now, before we get into the details, let's get to the proof. This is a client, Angel. She came in at 171.2. And you can see where she's dropped to 154.8. Definite body fat reduction. Fantastic results. Another client, Nikki. Obviously, you can tell massive difference here. It's our client, Tracy. And Tracy came in about that 160 mark, dropped down. And I wanted to show you this specifically because she dropped down to a little under 130, I believe, and then changed her goal. Her goal went from, okay, I want to just drop fat, to I want to get strong. I want to focus on performance. And you can tell, she's a lean, mean fighting machine. And Tracy A, who we're going to talk about today a little bit, came in at 187, dropped 166.4 in 16 weeks. I'm pretty happy with this. This is one case study that I wanted to completely blow apart and share with you. Now, before we get rolling, let me tell you who this training is for. If you're a professional woman over 35 that's tired of trying to lose weight, always being on a diet, and you're ready to drop 20 plus pounds in the next 16 weeks, this training is for you. Now, if you're already working out, eating right, but you're just 100% confused as to why you can't create your own body transformation, this training is for you. If you're tired of following the next diet, cleanse, your gym's next 10, 20, 30-day challenge, and you want to drop fat permanently, this is for you. And if you're ready to experience true food freedom and learn how eating what you like will still render the results you crave, this is for you. Now, let me tell you who this is not for. This training is not for you if you aren't a professional woman. This is built for women that have experienced success in business, entrepreneurship, or business owners, and all around high performers, not gas station clerks or entry-level workers. Now, if you're looking for a quick fix diet like keto, paleo, carnivore, just to drop fat fast by seeing how much mental strength you can muster, this is not for you. And if you're not willing to put in the consistent daily execution required to experience your personal jaw-dropping transformation, simply eat food, make muscles, walk around a bit, this is not for you. Now, here's the truth about fat loss that the diet gurus and the gym trainers won't tell you. You can absolutely lose 20 plus pounds of fat without going keto, paleo, or following any type of a restrictive diet. However, most professional women over 35 aren't capable of doing this because they don't fundamentally understand how to set themselves up properly for a massively successful world-class level fat loss phase. And they don't know what variables to focus on daily to see consistent scale and pant size dropping results. Nor do they understand how to manipulate their energy balance to lose fat in a hormonally healthy way rather than ripping carbs away and adding fasting when that stops working, and eventually it's ending at ground zero, with the only way to go being right back up on the scale and the pant size. But if you're watching this, you're already on the right track to stopping yourself from making simple, avoidable mistakes. And before you say, I've tried everything and nothing works, there's no such thing as I can't lose fat because my metabolism is broken from following too many diets, or because my body type holds fat, or even because I'm on thyroid medication. This has been debunked by several studies and meta-analysis over the last decade. Quite simply, any woman can eat food, make muscles, and walk a bit to easily and effortlessly drop body fat. And if you want that woman to be you, in this training, I'm going to show you exactly how to set yourself up for a massively successful fat loss phase, how to set the specific variables in order to effortlessly drop body fat, the number on the scale, and your pant size, and then do all of that in a hormonally healthy way. I'm also going to show you exactly how I did this with my client Tracy A, who dropped 20 plus pounds in 16 weeks. And in case you don't know me, here's a brief backstory about how I got here. So my career started, I was coaching military officers held back from a promotion because of their body weight and performance. Now, if you don't know anything about the military, this is a really, really big deal for you to be held back from a promotion, especially at an officer level. And my job was to get them into a place where they could get that promotion, get their body weight where we needed to be, and get their performance up. I went on to work with multiple three-letter government agencies, then started working with some ex-pro athletes, and now we exclusively coach professional women over 35. I've been a fitness nutrition coach with 12 years experience. I've got NASM certifications, PN certifications. PN, Precision Nutrition, is the world's largest private sector coaching company as far as nutrition coaching. And I have invested over $100,000 in coaching and mentors and fitness and nutrition and mental programming. And I've used all that information and created the High Performance Human Method. And this is born from a passion to offer transformation to high performers, and have an exclusive experience unavailable to just anyone, right? I mean, the mission on my heart is to equip and empower professional women over 35 to transform their body and mind to be able to step into new levels of success and confidence as a mother, a wife, and a leader. Now, High Performance Human is the method that I created through my own trial and error by going from textbooks to real world application, back to tweaking, testing, and constantly auditing to achieve a no-fail fat loss, muscle gain transformation for anyone that plugs into it. Now, I've decided to break it all down for you. And this is a pretty big moment for me because I've never done this. I've never pulled the curtain back on High Performance Human, even though we've had a lot of testimonials, we've had a lot of before and after pictures, we've had a lot of people say, how are you getting these transformations? And the only thing we could ever say was, hey, they came in and they were at this weight, they look like this, and when they left, they were at this weight and they look like this. Woo, we're awesome. But today, again, this is a milestone in the high performance human world, and we're kind of inviting you into the family so where you can see what our clients experience. So in the following steps, I'm going to outline the entire process from A to Z of what I did to accomplish these results so you too can use the HPH method to drop 20 plus pounds in the next 16 weeks. So at a high level overview here, let's just start out with, I know you look at this and you're just like, okay, assess, calibrate, and rapid fat loss. That's it? You're probably thinking, well, that's pretty simple. Here's the thing. Amateurs add complexity. They seek an opportunity to make things more complex. Experts introduce simplicity. We are trying to find the absolute highest leverage point to get what we want faster, right? So in the assess phase, this is where we find your weekly average body weight. We find your average weekly caloric intake, and we set your weekly calorie intake as the established caloric intake average. Okay, pretty easy there. We're not changing anything. We're just discovering what's happening in the assess phase. Like if you're not assessing, you're guessing. And if you're guessing, you are spending way too much time trying to figure out what the next step is. Now in calibrate, this is where we find the maximum number of calories you can eat over the week to maintain your current body weight. And we'll set your protein target within those calories as you're working out 3 or 4 times per week and you're keeping your steps consistent. And that sets us up for the rapid fat loss phase. So once you've found the max caloric intake to your current body weight, you are in the perfect place to launch your fat loss phase. Yes, that's a high level overview. Now let me show you exactly how I set up Tracy A's plan to drop fat, keep muscle, and step out of 20 plus pounds over the course of 16 weeks. Okay, we're starting in the assess phase. Note, this method is predicated on standardized steps and training. Massive, massive, massive. Write this down. Now, first step, grab the Lose It app. Wake up every morning after you pee, weigh and log your body weight daily. You're going to take those 7 days of the week, put them all together, add them together, and then divide that by 7 to find your daily or to find your body weight average for the week. You'll do the same thing with your food. You'll track your food intake and you're going to add your total calories up over the week, divide that by 7, and then you're going to get your caloric average. Now, definitely connect Lose It to a wearable so you can know how many steps that you're getting every single day, and do the same thing with that average, right? So this is the week we have a full movement assessment to build out her training program as well, so she can get moving well, and moving weight well. The next phase is calibrate. And calibrate, this is weeks 2 and 3. Now calibrate, the goal is to find, like we talked about earlier, the maximum number of calories you can eat consistently without more than a half a pound variance from week to week. Now the HPH method, we lock it in pretty quick, and we found Tracy's to be 2,140 calories was what she could eat to maintain her current body weight. Now this is also the phase where we set her protein target within her maximum caloric intake. For Tracy, we wanted to shed fat rapidly and keep the muscle she had, so we started at 125 grams as she was closer to the 200 pound mark. Now, the reason we have her at a little bit higher protein intake than maybe you think you should be eating if you're around 200 pounds is simply that when we go into a fat loss phase, protein is going to be the highest point of satiation, and we don't want you to feel hunger through the day. We want you to feel fairly full. All right, so let's recap. At the input, we maxed her calories at 2,140. We set her protein at 125 grams within those calories. Her steps were already set to her level of activity, which was around 8,000 daily. So we wanted to make sure that that was, streamlined, standardized. And she was following her training program we designed for 3 or 4 times per week and actively recovering 3 or 4 times per week. And For sure, hydrating properly, drinking about 2 to 3 liters of water a day, and doing all this consistently. Now that set her up for the rapid fat loss phase. Now the rapid fat loss, it's time to send the signal to the body to use stored body fat as energy so we can get rid of it. For her max calories of 2,140, we deducted 400 calories to create a significant energy deficit. Now, we started her protein at 125 daily, so you can notice there is no difference in her protein intake from her max calories to her caloric deficit in the rapid fat loss. Now, this is the massive thing. This is why it's highlighted. She consistently executed on her calories, her protein, her training, steps, and hydration. That's it. That's all she did. Literally high level. If you can eat food, make muscles, walk a bit, you can have a transformation. Not just weight loss, but you can experience a body transformation permanently. So basically, she followed the plan we built for her, and we adjusted her calories anywhere from 3 to 8% to create a larger caloric deficit when her body weight stopped trending down. Now, make a note of this. As her body weight and body fat percentage dropped, we brought her protein level up a bit from 125 to 130 to account for a larger caloric deficit. Here is the fun part. And if you're someone that has said, I know how to lose weight, I just don't know how to keep it off, check this out. Remember how Tracy started at 2,140 calories and that was maintaining her current body weight? Even after she dropped 25 pounds and we brought her calories back up to her new caloric max for her new body weight and body composition, guess what? Her numbers to maintain post the 25-pound drop were 2,200 calories. That is awesome. You know what? And it's not just about like weight loss, right? And Tracy has found more than just fat loss as she stepped into the high performance human version of herself. She's found deeper levels of confidence as people that haven't seen her in 6 or 8 months see her and their jaws just drop. She's taken the mental programming of the HPH method and pulled out all the old programs that were holding her back and installed the program of a true high performer. And she's found true food freedom. Now she knows exactly what to do to execute her own rapid fat loss phase with confidence and will never have to follow another fad diet ever again. This is how powerful the HPH method is when it's executed properly, intentionally, and the nuance behind every decision and change is fundamentally understood. So we're not just pulling levers to pull levers. So now that you understand exactly how this process works, I've got an offer for you. If you're a professional woman over 35 that knows you are the best investment you can make, and you're looking to drop 20 plus pounds in the next 16 weeks by plugging into the same exact method I just went over, I'll plug you into the HPH method and take you through this exact phase-by-phase process so we can accelerate your results and you can stop going it alone. In fact, I'm so confident I can deliver these results for you that if this doesn't work, I'll write you a check for $5,000. That's how confident I am in this method. Now, if you want to experience similar results to Tracy and you're ready to plug into the same system, hit the first link in the description and book a call to get a personal walkthrough of how the HPH method works. Worst case scenario, this isn't a good fit, and I'll point you in the right direction. I look forward to speaking with you.